y'all, I'm Zoe Joelle.
And I'm Alexis Simone.
And this is the Soundwaves podcast,
where we dive deep into the rhythms and stories that shape our world.
Yes, so what are we drinking today?
We're drinking Moment, y'all.
Okay.
Another mocktail, we should say.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mocktail. So it says drink your meditation. It has adaptogens in it like ashwagandha. I think our last drink in our last episode had ashwagandha in it.
Yeah.
It has L-theanine in it, which I think is another feel-good
I haven't heard of that
ingredient. And yeah, what I love about this is it's zero added sugar, so 2 grams of natural sugar. But yeah, let's go ahead and try it. What flavor do you have?
I got blueberry ginger.
I have plum ginseng, which is ginseng makes people feel good too. So let's get into it.
I love a good plum. I hear that?
All right.
Satisfying. Cheers. I love a good blueberry.
This is good. Not the smack. I'm smacking OD. This is good.
You said plum?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I guess it could go for it. All right, so we have an icebreaker today. Let me get it out.
It's time for an icebreaker.
Yeah. So today's icebreaker, it's lighthearted. It's nothing too much because today we want to focus on getting out of our comfort zones. So the first question, the icebreaker is, what's something that has made you happy this past week?
All right, so,
You don't know?
No, I'm trying to think. Okay, so something that's made me happy this past week, I would say is, it's a little head ass, but I was hyped just because I like to fake, I care. That the Falcons won over the Eagles.
Okay,
so many people be so in tune with that. So I was just hyped because I'm always rooting for the underdog. And I don't even watch football like that, y'all. I'm just from Atlanta. So I was like, all right.
That's cute.
A little something.
That's cute. Something that made me happy, honestly, I don't have nothing big. But going out with my friends these past days have been fun. So
that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. I would say that's what's made me happy this past week.
I love good music. That's all I need.
Right? Good music, good little food.
That DJ was 10 out of 10.
He was. And then the next icebreaker question, maybe we should have started with this one, but whatever. What's something that has pissed you off in the past week?
Positive.
Right.
Okay, what's something that pissed me off? Okay, so we went out yesterday, y'all. Got home a little late. And I just knew when I got home, the trash was going to be taken out. And it was not.
Damn.
It was full to the rim. I had even tied the back before I left. I was, made it look easy for you. It still sitting in that trash.
You took it out?
No. Oh. I had to just eat it up. Got taken out this morning, but I was still pissed off. I came home. It was like 10 o'clock last night. Yeah, that pissed me off real bad.
Okay, that's a good one to be upset about.
Definitely.
This past week, nothing major has happened to piss me off, honestly. I would say work. I'm just over it. That's all.
Hashtag over it.
That's all it is,
Big over it.
So yeah, that's it.
Cries for working every day.
Right. But the first topic is what brings you comfort. And then we're going to roll it out and get into like discomfort and all the things. But yeah.
All right. So what brings me comfort? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Definitely it can go either way. But I'll say a common routine brings me comfort. Like when something breaks me out of routine, I'm trying to work on it, but I get a little anxious and it kind of throws, I'm not gonna say my whole day off, but it throws me off for a moment. And I'm like, ugh, like that's not what I was expecting for today. I'm used to boom, boom, boom. Unless I plan for it, then I add that into my routine. So unexpected, like stuff like that, like maybe not even gonna be inconveniences, but anything that kind of I didn't prepare for takes me out of my comfort zone. So I would say consistent routines definitely keep me comfortable.
Okay. Comfort for me, I would say being able to have a slow morning. Like, I love that.
I love a slow morning too.
I love that. That's probably always Saturday morning, Sunday morning.
Yes.
I try to do as much as I can because I do work from home, but sometimes I just be wanting to stay in the bed. And then if I stay in the bed, I got to go from the bed to the computer. Ooh. So that's not really a slow morning.
It's not how we want to start our day.
Right. But I love when I could just do my complete skincare, lotion down from here to there. Like, I just love that. Like, maybe even do the little steamer, little mask. Oh my gosh. That's what brings me comfort. Right.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, taking my time, moving at my own pace brings me comfort.
Yes.
For real.
This is giving me sensitive feelings.
Right?
Thinking about it. I'm like, yes, I love a slow morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you think of something else? If not, I think I could think of something else. Because I just want to flesh it out a little bit more. But I would say being around your people. Like, whether that's family members that you really like to be around, no shade, and friends that you could just be really, really, really honest with and just chill. Yeah. I saw this video on TikTok, and she was saying, I feel like we are losing the art of just hanging out with our friends. Like, she was definitely probably, like, late 20s, early 30s, and she was saying how, like, hangouts is now become, like, you're always spending money. You always got to go out.
That's true.
And I was like, damn, that is true. But the comments was saying, like, it's also because we don't have homes. And I was like, that's true too. That's true.
That is very true.
But we gotta make it work. Like, we're gonna have to just make it work.
That's true. I will say for me, like, I like the going out though. Cause like when I am at home, I'm at home.
That's true, because I work from home. But it don't have to be either or. I just think we could bring back some more balance of chilling in the house.
That's true. But you've been you've been on your path of like finding free stuff for us to do.
I have. But I do like you know, the cozy nights. You
just
watch
like chilling,
watch a movie.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
You know. So
it's been a minute.
Those are the little things that bring me comfort, and I haven't had no chill night with friends like that in a long time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, loading. Pendant. It's starting to get cold outside. I definitely think it's gonna naturally happen. Yeah. As it gets colder, people gonna want to stay in the house. Like, it's not summer almost no more, so people gonna be like, all right, girl, it's cold. Like,
yeah, we got
come over here and watch
a mixed group of friends though. The guys, they be like, I'm grinding. I don't got time to hang out. So whatever.
This is gonna be a girl thing.
Yeah.
Because we like slowness.
Right.
Let's talk about it.
To my first point.
Guys like to move fast.
Right.
Okay. Something else that probably brings me comfort though. I really would say the water.
Oh, okay. That's
I need
nice.
that. I need that.
So when you say water, what do you mean? Like shower, lake, river, waterfall?
Honestly, the water and the darkness.
Yeah. This girl would cook in the dark.
I love
be dressed in the dark. Shower in the dark.
It's just something about it.
It's
like,
nice, but it's like cooking in the dark is OD. Like,
we talk about it brings me so much peace to just be like, and I don't even want to be in the dark. I need some dimmer. I need some dim lights because it don't have to be dark, but I just love for it to be like dim lighting. Like, I'll fuck around and put a candle on, light it. And
I like that. Yeah.
Like,
so you need your lights to be able to go up and down.
Yes.
But till then, it's dark.
Right now, it's just all off. But that and some water. Like, I love so it can be shower, but I really love, like, you know, lakes, creeks, or waterfall, like any of that. It's just something that's so grounding about it, and it's just being able to just like hear the stillness and just listen to the water running.
Facts.
It's beautiful.
I love a good nature day. I can't wait to have a house because I really want to just lay in the grass. Like, I want to fall asleep a little bit. Like, maybe put a sheet in between me and the grass.
Yeah, put that.
But I be wanting to fall asleep, and I'm like, damn, I'm in public. Like, I can't do that right now.
Yeah. No, that is a great feeling. That's all right, because when we get our houses that we truly love and desire, everything becomes so easy.
Yeah, I ever saw them houses with the attached hallway?
That's what we want?
That's really what we want one day.
To just walk over and be like, girl, why you sitting there?
Right, and play with all the kids. Okay,
get up.
So, on to the comfort. Now, the next question is, what are the downfalls of overindulging in comfort? And I haven't made you go first, so I'll try to go first. I'll try. The downfalls of overindulging in comfort. I feel like nothing's gonna change. Like, this past week, this is like the week before my menstrual, so I be super tired, but I also be super hard on myself. So I be thinking like this is a reflection of my whole life, the outcomes of everything, because it's called your luteal phase. If you know, you know, for the girls. And my luteal phase is like 14 days. That's a lot of days out of the month. That's half the month.
So like, what's the phase supposed to be normal again?
I feel like I'll be back to normal during my menstrual, like when my period actually starts, and the follicular phase.
The follicular, that's
the week after your period.
Yes, that's the week I'm really like energetic and just like light. I'm feeling
Isn't
so
that crazy?
light.
2 weeks of being slumped is crazy.
That is, and then ovulating on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I don't sit in the bed and do nothing. I have a job. I have things to do. But okay, wait, I'm losing the point. Overindulgence. So I'd be overindulging in my comfort in that way because I'd be exhausted. But I think the downfalls of it is you don't ever get to see the end result of anything, of like whatever you're working towards if you're always in your comfort zone, because change takes discomfort.
Yes.
Yeah. So I saw this quote last week actually, and it said, it's actually a quote that I'm aware of, but I guess I haven't like thought about it in a minute. It said, life is not happening to you, life is reacting to you, or something like that. And I was like, it just clicked again for me, because it's like I don't really like certain parts of what's going on in my life right now.
Yeah.
But it is reacting to me, because when I was a little bit younger, fresh out of college, I used to take risks. I used to leave jobs, don't give a damn, like just do whatever I wanted to do because I didn't have much to lose.
Right.
But life was always reacting to me, like things always worked out. And I think now, with being a little bit older, with having more responsibilities, of course, I don't take as many risks. But I'm getting bored with it. Like, I'm getting bored with it. So, I'm just preparing to take risks because I want life to react to me. So,
because the risks still have to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, but preparing for it, because like you say, you still got responsibilities.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, so I think the downfall is that the comfort is a familiar place to be. So, you'll never experience nothing new if you just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, we talk about that, but like, comfort can get uncomfortable too, because at some point, like if you see older people, just maybe you don't know them like that, or even older people in your life that don't really have nothing going on, it's because at some point they just chose comfort.
And they got too comfortable.
Yeah, and then now it's boring. Yeah. So that's the downfall.
The boringness is comfortable to me.
Right.
I'm getgetting annoyed.
Right.
I'm getting irritable. I'm getting
short.
Like,
I need to go somewhere. Like,
I'm getting short with people. Like, it's because you're bored.
Yeah.
Of doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Ooh, okay, so what's the question you said?
It is, what are the downfalls of overindulging in comfort?
So what are the downfalls? Yeah. So yes, like you said though, getting bored, that is very uncomfortable. I said discomfortable. That's not even a word. But I would say another downfall is like, you know, I know you hate this word, but you become stagnant.
I almost said the word. It's real. That's a real answer. But it's just a scary word. It's like, ooh.
It got such a strong negative connotation on it, but you get very stagnant. And so, you know, you may think back on like how you said like when you were younger, you know, you didn't have as many responsibilities. You start like thinking back like, why am I not feeling like that person used to? Like someone who maybe was more energetic in that moment, maybe you was like more happier, maybe you just like that part of you. And then you're like, why don't I, like, what I'm missing something, like something feels incomplete. And so I think that is a downfall of it. You get stagnant and then you start, I want to say, self-doubting, because now it kind of feels like you're starting all the way over. Yeah. And it's such a big thing now. It's like, oh, it's such a big leap just to take one risk. When it don't even have to be all that, because it didn't used to. Right. And so I like your point about saying preparing for the risk to take, like the risk taking, because they still do have to happen if you want to see any growth. But the biggest downfall, I think, would be like being stagnant. Like you become stagnant, you get lost in who you are because you're no longer taking risk that's designed for what you want in your life.
Facts.
And you got used to just the routine.
Yeah. And the lack of inaction really it be building up more fear. Like what you said, like it's a whole big thing now. Like,
I'm overwhelmed and shit.
Like, it's too much. Like, girl, you don't just go do it.
Right.
Even, like, when I be tired, like, in the luteal phase, like I said, with the gym, I be thinking, like, oh, my God, there's so many men in there. It's so ugly in there. Like, just so doing it. I don't like the lighting in LA Fitness. It's very beige, y'all. Y'all need to get that together.
I haven't been in there in a while.
It's not cute. And so I be just you just make a list of things of why you shouldn't take the risk or do the thing you haven't done.
That you want to do. Yep. Right. Yeah, because that big leap is going to be fear. Like, that's fear every single time.
Okay, so I just thought of a random question there. What is something outside of your comfort zone that you may enjoy that you haven't done in a while?
Dun, dun, dun. So, I will only did it once though, but I really did enjoy it when I did it, and so I would love to continue to go back to doing it. But hosting an event, particularly the poetry though, because I really do love that. Like I'm a very feely person, so I just love everybody to just come up here and just
getting in a
bag. It's just something about it. Like, oh. So I will say, just hosting another event, I really, really want to get back to that. And make that a part of the routine. Okay.
Period. Yeah, I love that. I think mine would be just making more content, but focused on fashion, like being more fashion forward. And that's not even something that I'm afraid to do. I really just got looped into my own responsibilities. And then everything else, it's like at some point, all of that stuff just start feeling like tasks. Okay? So, yeah. But that would be my answer.
And that's one thing I'm not trying to do is add some more tasks on
my list. Not at all.
Not what I'm trying to do. Where the bag at? So we can start working.
Right.
And focus on what we want. It's coming.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think your questions are next.
Yes. All right, let's get into it.
What you got for us?
All right. So, how do you identify what is serving as a distraction in your life? Like, how you know when it's a distraction and not maybe something that you just enjoy doing?
I feel like I know, or you know too.
You know.
When it's a distraction, just for example, because I have to flesh it out through a story, but not, like, say if you're talking to somebody, but you know that's not really somebody you care for real.
Right.
I feel like your intention in how you interact with a distraction can really tell you, like, if you're bored, oh, I'm gonna reach out to this person. Like, you doing stuff more out of stimulation. And I guess that goes for scrolling on social media
That's
too.
What
like,
I instantly went to.
You're doing it as a stimulation more than like this is something that you genuinely enjoy doing.
Right.
You know, like you can enjoy interacting on social media, but at some point it's like you're ODing.
Yeah.
You're doing it too much.
The first thing I thought of was social media.
Yeah. Like, so identifying, I guess I would say your intention behind why you're interacting with the distraction, I would say. Yeah. And what do you even get out of it? So,
yeah. I would say the same thing. Like, what's the purpose for you doing it?
Yeah.
Like, if it's not, I feel like you know when something is actually, like, very enjoying, and then when you're just, like, doing it to pass time by.
Facts.
So, if you truly enjoy, I don't know, going on a walk versus you're just going on a walk because you're trying to avoid something, like, that was a distraction.
That's funny.
But if you truly love going on a walk and you go on a walk every other day or once a week because that's something you truly enjoy, then that's how you know that's not a distraction. But a distraction, like you said, the intention behind it and just like moving in a way where you're just trying to, like, if you're aware, like, avoid something else. Like, I don't feel like thinking about this. I don't feel like talking about this. I don't want to even deal with it at all. So I'm going to do this instead. So that's why I said my mind instantly went to social media because, you could get true enjoyment out of that if you're making money from it. But if not, you're just...
I mean, it do be giving laughs and giggles, but it's like, how many hours are you gonna laugh and giggle, babe?
Right, it
like,
ain't that funny.
Like,
I will say TikTok get every emotion out of me though.
Facts.
I be crying, laughing.
Facts. That's funny.
But like Instagram, I just feel like naturally that's a distraction. Like there's just unless you're promoting something, you're actually coming on here with a task in mind to help benefit you. Other than that, distraction. And
I think that's why I kind of took a step back from social media because. I was just thinking, like, on some grown shit, though, like, why am I just on here? Like, there's nothing wrong with being on there. I'm not saying that. Enjoy the things that you enjoy, but I want to have a more purpose for the things that I'm doing, especially for something like social media where you have the ability to create a huge crowd. So I don't want to just post cute pictures just to post cute pictures. But I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that. I just personally don't want to. And I also don't want... Like, for TikTok, for example, I don't think I ever found my purpose for using TikTok. Like, I would have something to say that's relatable, okay, cool. But I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't know. That just doesn't seem purposeful. Like,
it's like a little hobby.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
And I will say also maybe a distraction, like, it's a distraction when... Damn, I lost it. It was on the tip of my head.
It went away?
No, it's coming back. Hold on.
It's coming back. Do, 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 do.
It must be the pathogens.
The pathogens, bitch, that's germs. This is adaptogens, baby. Not the pathogens.
It must be them pathogens. because I forgot. After I took this sip. Okay. I think the distraction, how you know it's a distraction, I was going to say, is when it takes you away from goals that you know you need to be working on.
Yeah. And that made me think of something else, though, because that's just funny that you said pathogen.
I can't get it out.
I was going to say, you literally, what you said, how many percent is it? What's in it?
I need to see how you spell
Maybe we
this
need to go back to this. Oh, I didn't read this part. Wait, let's say this part. Well, yours might be different because you don't have ginseng. But, okay, the adaptogens increase alpha brain waves, just like meditation, like sound waves, brain waves, cool. Ashwagandha is an ancient herb for calm, but I also feel like, yeah, I guess you could say for calm. People say it's like to feel good. And then the L-theanine is green tea's secret for a clear mind. Ooh.
This has green tea in it too. The other one had green tea in it.
Yeah. And then mine says ginseng, a queen of plants for vitality. I think that one's for like energy. What's the difference on yours?
Mine is ginger, and so it's a peppery root for immunity. Excuse me. So I'm
that's
nice
the only
and
difference?
healthy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say for the other thing with the distractions is when you're using it. So like when I be having things that I don't want to do at work, which is a lot of stuff. But I would pick my phone up and literally just start scrolling to take a break. Like I be needing a mental break, but that's a distraction because something that could have took me 30 minutes now it's gonna take me like 45 minutes. You know. So the way you interact with the distraction, I would say you know what's distracting you and what's not. Nobody got to tell you what's distracting.
Oh, but do you think there's good distractions and bad distractions?
I guess so. But if it's a good distraction, would that be called a distraction or would it be like
just choosing to do better with your time,
like enjoying yourself?
Yeah, because I was gonna say like, what if it's like you picked up your phone and you was like, oh, I'm about to read this chapter in this book real fast for like a mental break.
I guess that's not a distraction.
But you're supposed to be working though.
Oh yeah. I mean, me personally, I'm not picking up a book to have a good time. I'm sorry. I love to read, but like in the middle of work and then reading, and I'm reading
all day,
emails and stuff all day. That I'm not gonna pick up a book. No,
that's
to then
true.
Read emails. I'm not doing that.
That's true.
But it was an example. But I guess that could be good distractions. I guess.
Like Kalani said, do you wanna be?
Yeah, true. I guess if you're enjoying it, but that's not a good way to measure that.
Just be focused. Focus on your goals.
So what's your next question for us?
All right. So, what fears present themselves when you're beginning to shift and break out of your comfort zone? Or do you have any fears?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's natural.
Yeah, the fears that present itself when you're gonna break out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the fears that come to mind is not knowing the path ahead.
That's the biggest thing.
But you have to let it go because you're never going to. You're never gonna know the path ahead unless you want to stay in your comfort and familiarity, like we were talking about earlier. Like you're always gonna know if you don't do nothing new. Like if you go to the same school or the same park every day, you always know how that park gonna look, you know? But if you go to a whole different place, you're not gonna know. So I would say, the fear of not knowing what the next lily pad looks like, feels like. Is it stable enough? Is it gonna keep me up? So I would say that fear. The fear of taking a leap of faith.
And how do you think those fears show up?
How do they show up?
Like, do you become avoidant?
I become I feel like they come up by like things start to be repetitive. Like you're complaining about the same thing, but you're not taking the action. Like so, it goes back to the word stagnancy that I hate. I think it's like a stagnancy. It's like a waiting period that comes because you don't know what to do, or maybe you do know, but you don't want to take that step because you don't know how that's gonna play out. So it's like it creates a form of stagnancy. I think another way
the repetitiveness too, though.
Right.
You just start talking about it so much. It starts showing up in so many different ways.
Yeah, telling everybody about it and all of that. But
if you just don't do it,
right. I think it also shows up with like thinking about all the ways it might not work out, or like why you shouldn't do the next thing or whatever. So creating like a what not to do list versus just trying to like take the step. So
I think yes, fears definitely show up when you're trying to like grow and break out of your comfort zone. What those fears may be, like she said, the fear of unknown, like just not knowing what's in the future. and how it may look, how it may feel, who's over there, who's not. Like, it's just like can get overwhelming. But I will say, like, I think the fears show up in me as like a lack of intuition. Like, I start doubting myself like crazy, and then I start feeling like I don't know, like I can't hear the voice of myself at all. Like, I just start second guessing too many things at that point. And so now I'm like, I don't know what's true or not no more. I'm just like completely out of it, all because you start getting afraid of just taking one step that possibly will change your future, like big or small. So and then that can like come with anxiety and stuff like that. But definitely like a lack of intuition is how my fear presents itself, and then just creating that identity around that. That's my biggest thing.
So how do you overcome it?
Prayer.
Period.
Gotcha. And I like to journal too, I think, and then just doing it. That's my favorite quote right now for this year. I will definitely say, what was it from? I don't even know if I read the book or if somebody just posted it from out the book, but it was, once you start, you won't stop.
Shouldn't me.
Not reality, but I'm trying to make it reality.
That's nice. Yeah, that's
nice.
I
do like that. Like, I feel like once you do get in that good groove, even if the groove is like a few months, when you start, it feels so good. You don't want to stop, but then you do, stuff happens. But that I'm trying to make that my reality, like constantly. Like, once you start, you don't stop. Like, it feels good to start and actually achieve something from that starting. So
yeah, a quote that I think about for that topic is, I just remember laughing at it one time because it's so simple. Nike's logo, just do it. One time I was just overthinking shit. I was like, damn, Nike really did this big one when they said just do it. This baby,
that's all you gotta do.
It ain't nothing to it but to do it for real.
Yeah.
So yeah, overcoming it is really just that. It's like a mental battle that you have to defeat.
Yeah, that mind is strong though.
Right.
It's a huge barrier.
Right.
Between that and the body.
Ooh, child. So yeah,
it's a little extra sometimes.
I think you can overcome it too with like a good support system. But at the end of the day, it still is up to you. It's up to you.
Should just do it.
And I think,
damn, Nike sponsor us.
Right. I think when you prioritize your goals more than your emotions is when things start to play out a little bit better for you.
Facts.
Like, sometimes you just gotta be numb to the present moment. And that may sound toxic. I don't mean it like that. Like, don't be present, but be numb to the hardships that you're currently facing in order to get that prize at the end.
Or like those emotions that come with it, where you like start to become uncomfortable. It's like, if you really want this goal to be achieved, you can't even think about how it's making you feel to really step in front of these people and pitch this business or whatever the case may be. Like, you just have to do it.
Yeah. I want to challenge myself to do something like that, because I do not like public speaking.
You should be great at it.
Who win? You. When? You said I would be, or I am?
No, you would be.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. I think you can get up there and talk in front of a crowd.
I think if I really know, it has to be my thing. I think. Like with school and work and stuff like that, I'm always being forced to talk about things that I don't really care about. But if it was my thing, I think I might be able to body it. Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe one day we'll record it and we'll post it.
The passion. It just starts to be, like, when you care about it, it's just passion.
Yeah, like you're just talking. You're just doing it.
I think the biggest advice I always got is talk to them, like you talking in a conversation. Talk to the crowd in a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you gonna do it. 2025 goal.
All right. So if there's one gem that you could leave the Soundwaves podcast today, what would it be? I
would say, and I saw this on the billboard, but it spoke to me.
Period.
The seasons change, so should you.
Okay. Period.
And I saw something that kind of goes with it, and it was like the leaves, as the leaves change with the seasons, and they always come back the next season. Like, you have to do the same thing. Like, you have to change and grow, and sometimes they may look different. You may fall, it may hurt. Just different things may arise from that, but change is inevitable. You have to change in order to grow and to see the next version of yourself, because that next version may be your best version. Okay.
Y'all coming to her poetry class? Her poetry event.
Could you teach that? You could teach poetry.
Who?
No, not you.
Oh, like people. Oh, yeah. I'm like, no.
Bitch, I can't teach it either. All I know is on it. But you know, like the different types of poetry.
Yeah, people have poetry classes for sure. And I was saying it like that too because she made me go at her poetry thing. So that's why I'm like, who doing what? So anywho.
She gonna do the next one too.
Okay. My gem will be, this is from Janae actually. You are more than your emotions. So if you took something from this, if you're currently going through like that stage that I was talking about where like you're in the between trying to figure it out, what should I do, but you kind of know what you should do, sometimes you have to know that you are more than your emotions and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Okay?
Just do it.
Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for riding the wave with us.
Same time, same vibe.
See ya.